checking in with some folks to see how 2023 is looking and look back a little bit at 2022 for 39-year-old Matt Janczuk. By the way, just had a birthday this past weekend, so happy birthday to him. 12 wins at Utica Rome Speedway on his way to a championship. Also had a couple at Fulton. The picture you're looking at right now was from the 2006 Victoria 200 Sportsman event where he won. So he is on the road right now. The chief of the police department in Hamilton, Matt Janczuk, joins us. Matt, how we doing, man?
Good, Doug. How are you?
Good. How is everybody?
Real good. Just been busy with the off season and working in the business with the wife, and just a lot going on. Just trying to prepare for this race season, and busy at work with the police stuff, and just real busy all around, really.
Okay. Throw the business a plug real quick before I get to some other stuff.
It's the Finish Line Designs. We do screen printing, embroidery, and vehicle wraps and graphics and stickers and all that stuff. So we're boys real busy with that.
Okay, all racing, or are we mixing it with private companies as well?
Oh, we do a lot of different stuff, private companies, and from plumbing businesses to everything you can imagine. If you need a shirt or a hat embroidered or a one-off or a joke for a friend, or we pretty much do everything.
Okay, or if we have a company truck and we need that wrapped up with the logo, you can do that too.
That's right.
Very good. So how are we looking right now? It sounds like we're coming off a pretty good year.
Yeah, excellent year. We had a really good last couple of years, and I didn't race as much this past year as I wanted to, just with stuff going on at the house. And, we had a pool put in the year before, and the landscaping wasn't done around that, and fencing, and we built a new race shop over the summer during the race season. So that was, quite a bit of a challenge, not having a race shop to work out of, and working out of the trailer, and we just built a huge building to work out of that. So just been super busy and just trying to make things better, moving forward, make it a little bit easier for us.
So that was the big reason we didn't race as much. We had to get that shop done.
Yeah, just house stuff had to come first, and getting a place for the business to operate out of that's bigger, and a bigger race shop in one, with the space we had to work with. So there was quite a bit of work to get that ready, and we had like 30 or 40 loads of fill brought in, and tearing down the old shop, getting the new one up, and that was the gist of all that stuff. So just I had to get a new building up, and I had to kind of put racing on the back burner for a little bit to do that.
Now, is the business in the building too?
It's in part of it, yeah. There's 2 stories in the building, and the business occupies like a quarter of the space, but 2 stories high.
Okay. Your wife Megan pretty much run the business, or are you a part of it as well?
Initially, when we started a few years back, I was pretty involved, and I do a lot of the vinyl stuff, but Megan has really taken the reins over, and which is good, kind of put more pressure on her to kind of run it, and it was her deal. I started, we started together to help her to be able to work from home, and she pretty much runs the daily operations, and I'm just there if she needs help, and just try to support her the best I can, and keeping the business growing.
So what are the Sportsman plans we're thinking about right now, and how does the Sportsman look?
Right now I have 2 pretty much brand new cars. I got one brand new with 0 races on it. The other one is in there that has 3 races on it, but somebody actually showed up last night and to look at what to look for when they want to buy a race car, and made an offer to buy it that I couldn't refuse. So it looks like I'm down maybe to 1 car by the end of the week. So,
wow. So he liked what he saw, and you told him all the right stuff. He says, why don't I just buy this one then?
Yeah. So, everybody says everything's for sale. So I guess last night was the test for that. So, but that's okay. We got a good brand new Teal Pro car, and that one's sitting there. We'll get Brian Donis will get us a power plant hopefully soon. I talked to him a couple weeks ago, and he was going to get ready to order some new crates in for some other customers as well, and get a crate motor and get that dropped in it, and we'll have at least 1 car ready.
So what would somebody look for? Was this somebody new, by the way, or is this somebody who had already been in racing? And I don't want a name.
It's somebody new that's going to be a driver, but they're not new in the dirt racing environment. They've been around and have helped other teams out in the past, and just they're getting into it themselves. and that's all.
So they had a little idea. Are there some things that you could tell anybody listening now about certain things to look for when they're buying a car?
I didn't hear the question, Doug.
Or is there some particular advice you'd give to anybody who might be listening right now, who might be thinking about picking up a car?
Yeah, I mean, my best advice is to take somebody with you that's been around them a long time, that knows what they're looking at, because there's just so much stuff out there for sale right now. I feel like the market's saturated.
Really?
There's just a lot of race cars out there. I mean, if you look at the manufacturers and the numbers that they're putting out, and there's a lot of cars and a lot of older cars or newer chassis with old parts on them, and unfortunately, some people take advantage of people that don't know as much about what's going on.
Is it a good idea to call the manufacturer and give them the chassis number?
Oh, for sure, because they'll generally they'll know the history of it and all the information on who it was built for and when it was built and if it's been smashed or all that stuff.
Yeah, and you're right about the stuff, because I've heard this story, and I'm never going to mention any names here, but I've known some people who have picked up a car. They've gone there, looked at it, and then came back to pick it up. They find out all the shocks that are on there are bad, all the radius rods. You really do have to have that person who really knows this stuff that can look at it that close, don't you?
Yeah, and there's there's things that you can't see on some of these cars that you don't know what you're getting, and people could be deceiving. Like not telling you the truth sometimes, and some of the lightweight stuff that crate cars have, and you can't see some of that stuff.
All right, so be careful, guys. Call the manufacturer. Bring somebody who really knows. You're saying that there might be some cool things, maybe something different coming up this year.
Yeah, we got some stuff in the works that we're looking forward to, and it's not all totally finalized yet, but it will be soon, and I'll be looking forward to hopefully having some more information out there on that, and just a lot going on over here at the Janczuk compound.
All right, and I'll be out there soon to see the shop, and maybe I can coordinate it where I can show up and maybe deliver that news at the same time. Does that sound like a good idea, Matt?
Yeah, I think it'd be great.
Sounds like you just got where you go, so I'm going to let you go. Guys, hit the blue E and all that stuff. Subscribe, like, turn on the notifications, all that good stuff. Matt, I appreciate your time as always. Stay safe, buddy. I'll see you soon.
Thanks a lot.